Hey, it's your girl SammyCzewski and Yandev. If you're watching this, you should have stopped a long time ago. So basically, I'm back with another Yandere simulator video because Yandere dev Alex Mahone, I've made that joke before, talked about his feelings on 7 years of Yandere Simulator, and it annoyed me so much that I just felt like bringing it up. I also found it to be a nice revisit to talk about after having a year of no interest in this topic. I'm most likely not going to be including clips in this video. I might show some screenshots, but it is due to the fact that he probably doesn't like me and I don't want him to take my video down for including like clips of his video. But the video I will be talking about in this one is how does Yandere dev feel about Yandere Simulator being in development for 7 years? I created an entirely different Google Doc with a bunch of notes that I took from the video. I also had shared it with my friend Cello from Discord. He helped co-write that draft with me, so thank you to him, and also I am so sorry I put you through this. I'm going to talk about this quickly through points, so let's start the counter and let's just see what happens. First, he took advice from a 4chan user. His first mistake. He should have stopped there. 2, he said he had a checklist to stay on track, but just doesn't because 4chan man said so. 3, he doesn't know what game design is. 4, he stopped caring about the actual game and just cared about what would get views and clicks. He would take feedback from YouTubers playing the game, which isn't inherently bad if you have a plan to go along with that, which he did not. 5, he talks about his funds and he just spends so much money on shit that shouldn't have money spent on, like video production, which isn't terrible, but shouldn't that money be spent on the game? 6, the game originally had a mission system that he would usually compare to Hitman, yet just doesn't go through with it, which is annoying because that probably would have made the game an actual damn game. He just defeated the whole purpose of the entire project by just ignoring the main factor. 7, he should have just completed the damn checklist, probably would have made progress to the actual game. Even if the technical quality isn't the greatest, there will still actually be done, like the actual concept of the game. Instead, he just decides to add mini-games and challenges, which isn't inherently bad, which I've said previously. There's also La Policia, which isn't inherently bad, but it kind of is when that's all you're putting focus to and not actually creating the game. 8, amusement park analogy. 9, he said instead of giving the game an objective, I gave it fun activities. What? How are you supposed to make a game with literally no objective? What the fuck, bro? 10, amusement park analogy. 11, instead of being locked to one path, I allowed the game to become something that is free to change and improve. Wow, that's a weird way of saying that you got sidetracked and instead of completing an actual objective, you decided you wanted to milk out as much attention and money as you could get. 12, I think he took the suggestion from the 4chan dude a little weird. I think the 4chan guy kind of meant hey, make your game around this new exciting idea, not don't make a game at all with 0 point to it and no objective because you want attention. 13, the game evolved into something with much more to offer. Like what? Give me an example. Mini-games? Easter eggs? Where's the fucking game? 14, I don't think this is a mistake. Well, I think you're wrong. 15, fun fact, reminder that Toby Fox, the creator of Undertale, had to tell Yandere dev to remove the Megalovania and Sans Easter egg, so Yandere dev then had to remove them. 16, I don't know how to do it on my fingers anymore. He gave wrong impressions about the game and its development. No, you are just a bad developer. 17, he makes it sound like the game is really evolving and expanding, where no, there is no evolving and expanding. The game has stayed in this same spot for 17 years. They're at 17, holy fuck, that'd be a long time. It's kind of just stayed in the same spot for years. There has been no progress. 18, he admits that he was just trying to please people, which I can accept, but I still think the dude kinda sucks. 19, many people started to question my intentions and doubt my integrity, he says as he explains his Joker uprising. 20, if only I realized Yandere Simulator was drifting away from the original plan, as if so many people didn't try to point that out to you for years on end. 21, he says people ignore the giant mountain of content that Yandere Simulator has. Bitch, where? I don't see it. I am putting on my glasses and I don't see anything. Wow, these are dusty. Maybe if I clean them, I can see something. Hold on. Nope, only bullshit. 22. He says it isn't valid to judge the game by the number of rivals it has, when yes, it is valid, because that is the objective of the game. You have no game. 23. He says he knows that there are people who don't care about the rivals and just want to have fun, and then uses the Yandere Simulator official Discord as an example, as if, you know, that's a totally unbiased opinion, which it's not. It's a biased opinion. 24. People can create better mods and skins for the game than he can actually create a game. 25. Eliminating rivals is only a fraction of what Yandere Simulator provides. Yes, the actual plot and the base of the game and the actual objective and the game itself is only a fraction. 26. He says the game has been updated with new content for 7 years, which, okay, sure, but that doesn't make it good. 27. So, Yandere Dev, is this video your way of saying that you see Yandere Simulator as the type of project that just keeps getting updated with new content and features indefinitely, and that you don't actually have any interest in working on the rivals or finishing the game? Actually, the opposite is true. Alright then, prove it, bitch. 28. He claims that the project dominated 7 years of his life, which it probably wouldn't have dominated 7 years of his life if he gave an actual fuck about the game. 29. He says because of Yandere Simulator, he can't start any new projects, which is kind of odd since I'm usually able to start multiple different projects while currently working on one. It's called multitasking and being able to set your priorities. All he has to do is set his priorities, create a base game, then work on some side jobs and different projects he wants to do or whatever, and you know, just learn to actually do shit properly. Well, the story of that point is just get your priorities straight. 30. He says that he believes that until he finishes Yandere Simulator, he'll be forever stuck with it and won't be able to begin any new projects, which then comes with the biggest sympathy play ever. No, you're not a prisoner, you're just a little bitch. 31. He mentions that completing Yandere Simulator will give him his freedom back. Well, okay then, complete it. If everything you say is so easy to do, then just do it, pussy. No balls. 32. He says that Yandere Simulator is basically complete, which no, it's not. You have no base game. 33. He talks about not having enough money to be able to pay people to help him or work with him, when in fact he does have enough money. People have offered to help him, as well as TinyBuild, I believe, has even tried working with him before until he fucked that up. So he just continues to take money from children and continues to play victim. 34. He mentions how people don't know or don't care about the amount of content that this game has, but that stuff doesn't matter to the actual game itself, and it actually has no purpose, and so overall it's just undeniably useless. It's not an evil, villainous plot that he has mentioned that people think it is. He's just milking the attention and the wants of children's parents by not actually continuing the game and giving these little things that will distract them. People who accuse me that I'm scamming people say that the fan base is made out of children. Yes, because it is, and you act like, you know, kids don't take their parents' credit cards to pay for things. 36. Shit doesn't fall apart after a couple seconds of critical thinking, you just want to believe there is. 37. No one will donate to my crowdfund because of the doubters. Makes $2K a month on Patreon. 38. I want it to be a surprise, so I'm going to keep it a secret. Giving false hope to children, he has nothing. 39. How would I define Yandere Simulator? A mistake. 40. It's both killing girls and an amusing part. No, it's a disappointment. 41. Don't add features, just create the base game first, and then add features. It will make life easier. Trust me, it's called game design. 42. I will try my hardest to give you the best game I can make. At this point, no you can't. 43. That's only one example of misinformation, and then doesn't go over the valid criticisms and arguments and just kind of has his source as, dude, trust me. 44. I am just going to get back to work. What work? 45. I wish I didn't take this time to hear you out. This sucked. 46. Stop the development of Yandere Simulator. And lastly, 47. End my suffering. Wow, That's a lot of points due to him making me very upsetty spaghetti. Also, when I started watching the video to start scripting for this video, I noticed the like to dislike ratio. It was like 36,000 likes and only 10,000 dislikes. And at the moment I was like, damn, I call bullshit. And now the likes and dislikes are off so you can't see it. So I'm curious, you know? Because if it was doing so positive, why would he turn it on? I don't know what that ending was, don't look at me. It was honestly just a long video of excuses, shitty analogies, and lies. I don't exactly understand why people fall for it. There is so much shit on him and proof that he is this terrible person and not a good game developer, yet people just choose to ignore it. And it's incredibly frustrating. I don't really like being angry or talking about things that upset me. I usually enjoy talking about things I love. In this case, mostly indie games. I like talking about indie games, whether it's dedicated to a certain indie game or about the importance of indie games and all that fun stuff. If you're interested in watching any of that kind of stuff where I talk about different indie games, I will be leaving little cards, I don't know which side it is, of different videos that you can check out, as well as some links in the description below of some videos you can check out. Same ones, just different ways to find them. I'd really appreciate it if you were to go and check them out. I put a lot of work and time into those, and I really like how they came out, and I really do enjoy exploring and sharing stuff about the things I love and I'm interested in. I know I'm probably going to get my good handful of hate on this video, but I don't actually mind it because the more comments, the more it will actually push my video forward, which then helps me get more ad revenue, which then helps me pay my rent. So weirdly enough, thank you for the hate comments if I do get any. I'm at least expecting a small handful, if not more. I do appreciate you because you are actually helping me a lot. Thank you for watching. If you want to help support me, I do have a Patreon as well as channel membership. They are very similar, but they have some different perks. You can check them both out, see which one you prefer. They both help me out a lot, so I'd really appreciate it. But if not, that's cool too. For some of you horny folks, I do actually have a lewd OnlyFans for someone who is on the asexual and aromantic spectrum. It is kind of weird, but it does make me feel really confident in myself, and I like being able to act like this different person and just have fun with myself. It is mostly just lewd stuff. I don't do nudity or sexual actions or anything. But it is really fun. If you want to support me in that way, you totally can. I'll also have a link in the description, and I also did make a video where I talk more in depth about my OnlyFans and my purpose with it. It's called The Treatment of Female Content Creators. I'll also leave a card for that and a link in the description if you want to check that one out as well. Other than that, you can follow me on social medias and stuff as well. Link in the descriptions below and stuff. Thanks. Now, thank you to my $5 and up members and patrons on screen, and I will be saying out loud my $10 and up members and patrons. Thank you to them. Anneliese Hope, Conifer ConnieTreeCow, and my mother, thank you so much for the support. It really means the world to me, and it helps me a lot. Gets me through monthly, even though I don't earn enough 2K a month off Patreon like Mr. Yandere dev. It's still very helpful, and it helps me be able to continue creating what I love to create. So thank you very much, and I love you. I'm so sorry. Okay, now officially for my outro. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please leave it a like. If you didn't like this video, please leave it a like. Comment down below suggestions of videos I should do that you would like to see me do. I can do commentary, video essays, covers, skits, all that fun stuff. I do a lot of variety stuff, and so I'm open to a lot of suggestions. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you already are, thank you so much. Please turn on the post notifications so that you know when I upload. And like always, adios muchachos.